Believe me, I would be ready to suffer worse and longer pains if by that means I could bring back the dead at Dnipropetrovsk. Many young Germans of my age die daily on the battlefields. They have fought against an armed enemy and have fallen in the fight. But I am left here with my guilt. In the last hours of my life, you are with me. I do not know who you are. I only know that you are a Jew. And that is enough.
I said nothing. The truth was that on his battlefield he had also fought against defenseless men, women, children, and the aged. I could imagine them enveloped in flames, jumping from the windows to certain death. He sat up and put his hands together, as if to pray.
I want to die in peace, and so I need...
I saw that he could not get the words past his lips, but I was in no mood to help him. I kept silent.
I know that what I have told you is terrible. In the long nights while I have been waiting for death, time and time again I have longed to talk about it to a Jew and beg forgiveness from him, only I didn't know whether there were any Jews left. I know that what I am asking is almost too much for you, but without your answer, I cannot die in peace.
Now there was an uncanny silence in the room. I looked through the window. The front of the buildings opposite was flooded with sunshine. The sun was high in the heavens. There was only a small triangular shadow in the courtyard. What a contrast between the glorious sunshine outside and the shadow of this bestial age here in the death chamber. Here lay a man in bed who wished to die in peace, but he could not, because the memory of his terrible crime gave him no rest. And by him sat a man also doomed to die, but who did not want to die, because he yearned to see the end of all the horror that blighted the world. Two men who had never known each other had been brought together for a few hours by fate. One asks the other for help, but the other was himself helpless and able to do nothing for him. I stood up and looked in his direction, at his folded hands. Between them there seemed to rest a sunflower. At last I made up my mind, and without a word, I left the room.